Hopefully, hopefully we're recording. I think I finally managed to get my phone into my car mount here in a good way. Otherwise, we're just gonna figure out a different way to record this morning. Gonna be a lot of trial and error. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I thought it was a good idea to throw a handful of sunflower seeds in my mouth right before I hit record. So, excuse me here for a minute while I chew on these and talk to you. A little ASMR. Yeah. So, I don't know what to talk about today. You know, that seems to be the case. Like, the more I do these, it's almost like the less I have to talk about. And I don't know if it's just like because I'm tired, because I don't want to repeat myself. I definitely have not been consuming as much content lately. And some of that is a mixture of, like, I've just been so busy at work that I haven't really had time to just sit and like listen to a YouTube video while I work. Or like, I put my earbuds in at work, and that's kind of like the universal symbol of, hey, I'm really trying to focus in on something. But for whatever reason, my earbuds almost serve the exact opposite purpose, and they say, hey, I got earbuds in, come talk to me. So I just don't put earbuds in half the time, so that way I don't have to like stop and start and stop and start. And like, you know, I could just ignore people, I guess. And if I'm really focused on something I do, like, I'm not ashamed of that. You know, if I really need to focus on a project or a task, you know, I'll ignore them. Sometimes I just don't see them because I'm so focused. So I guess maybe that's a little something to talk about. Dude, I need to just finish these darn seeds. I got one left. I know it's like really boring to watch me drink coffee, drive to work, and eat sunflower seeds, but I think distractions come in all shape and forms and sizes, man. And I think, like, as a creator especially, there's so many distractions. But as a creator, I'm like learning more and more that there's so many distractions coming that I don't even see or anticipate, right? So like, I've talked about how, you know, a lot of my videos I shot a video Sunday of me unboxing a new headset. And I shot a video last week of me unboxing this mic. And, you know, I talk a lot about in these vlogs where, you know, I talk about how, you know, I'll record stuff, but probably 9 out of 10 things I record never make it online. Like, they never make it YouTube. And I think the distraction we don't see coming sometimes is ourselves. And our perfectionistic, is that a word? Perfectionist tendencies? You know, like, I do not want to create content that sucks. Like, that's awesome. I'm getting on the highway right now, so I gotta apparently tighten the gimbal on this suction cup mount. I don't want to create content that sucks. And when I say content that sucks, I mean content that I'm like, if I won't even watch the videos I make, I'm not going to post them, because I can't, if I can't watch my own content, I don't feel like I have any place expecting other people to watch my content. And so I try to watch my content. Like, I'll go back and watch my streams and, you know, when I can, and clip and mark spots, you know, stuff that can become clips. Or, you know, sometimes I'll mark like a spot that I wish you could do like color-coded marking on markers on Twitch. Like, So I can mark, in green if it's like a great clip I want to post. I can mark in red if it's like, hey, this was a problem that happened in the stream that you need to address. Whether it's like a technical glitch or, figure out, okay, moderation in chat is kind of mid. We need better mods, Or things like, hey, this was a cool moment. You can't really clip it like in post, but maybe clip it and save it for yourself. Things just like color-coded markers. That would be, oh man, I should pitch that to Twitch. And I just think for me as a creator, it'd be super helpful. Just because, like you mark stuff in a stream, and I have streams where, excuse me, I have streams where I mark a lot, but I don't always know what the markers are or where they're supposed to be. So, I know like bigger creators, they have editors that literally just sit like almost like they mark and they immediately clip. And I think it's amazing. I'm just, I'm not that big yet, and that's fine. Like I'm not salty about it. Just brutal fact, I'm not that big, not yet. But distractions, man, I think I'm my biggest distraction sometimes, especially when it comes to content, because I get so distracted, but I also distract myself where, like I'll zero in on details that don't matter, and then it's just kind of like, well, you really flopped that, dude. You were so focused on making sure the overlay font was nice, and really, like, who cares? Because your content was boring. But it was kind of cool last night because I streamed last night for about we hit the 2-hour mark, and then I was like, I gotta go to bed. I'm like struggling here. It was just a super sweaty night, and it was cool though because like we had there was like semi-consistent chat for most of the stream, and it was only like 1 or 2 people at a time, but I love those kind of streams where like chat's just alive, and like you can just like kick it and engage with chat. I had one guy in there that was like low-key trolling, but like he's funny the way he trolls, so I don't mind it. But he also like calls me out and is like, man, quit all the mushy stuff. I'm like, yo, chat, really appreciate you guys being here, man. Love you guys. He's like, yo, you don't have to do that. I'm like, what? He goes, pretend to care. It's like, bro, I do care. But I think like the knee-jerk reaction is, oh, this guy's being a weenie, kick him out of chat. And I was like, Mods, let him stay, man. This guy's funny. Like, let him troll. Maybe it'll give some content that we can post. Bro in chat trolls streamer, and streamer just rolls with it. But for me, he's like straight. There's a difference too between trolls, man. And you have like the guys who troll, but like they kind of kick it with the content, because he'll tell me like he doesn't hate my content. He just hates that I play Fortnite, which is fair. And then there's the trolls who come in that like they are there intentionally to disrupt and just tear down what you're doing, and I don't vibe with that, man. But yeah, dude, distractions are everywhere. We've digressed from that. We've drifted away from that a few times. Story of my vlogs. But I find myself getting so distracted. But lately I've been so focused on content and stream and YouTube. Dude, I was thinking about this last night, like, am I like screwing up by not focusing on TikTok and Instagram at the same time that I'm focusing on like streaming and YouTube? And I just was kind of thinking to myself, like earlier this year, in January, I was trying to hit all the platforms at once. So I was trying to hit Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, but the problem is the algorithm on Instagram didn't like stuff that the TikTok algorithm loved. And the algorithm on YouTube loved stuff that Instagram loved, but did not like what TikTok liked. And so I just like kind of got burnt out because I was going to all these extra links to create content for all the different platforms, and then making sure it was all uploaded and scheduled and all that. And certain, like, you have to tweak things sometimes depending on what platform you're uploading on. And I was trying to do too much at once. And so, I just kind of the last few months decided, all right, let's just focus on YouTube, man. YouTube has like the biggest ROI. Like if you can invest in YouTube the right way, it has the biggest return. That's ROI. If you don't know finance terms, return of investment, I think. Return on investment? Return of investment. Anyway, investing in YouTube pays off the best in the long term. That's what I've kind of learned and come to understand. So we're investing in YouTube. And once we kind of figured out YouTube, we'll turn our attention to like Instagram, TikTok. Instagram, I try to use more for photos. I just need to like make sure I'm taking photos of things to post to Instagram. There's this one creator I follow, Jayhawk, who's just like freaking mastered Instagram. And I've watched some of his videos and stuff on how he did it, and like I love it. For me, I just don't, I'm lazy maybe. Just don't have like the capacity to invest in it. Instagram takes a lot of work, so that's what we're working on. I'm trying to figure out multi-streaming so I can stream to Twitch and YouTube simultaneously, because I know that'll help the YouTube content if I'm streaming to YouTube. But like Twitch is just where my community is, so just making that jump, and the monetization opportunities on Twitch, for me right now are better than YouTube. I've been running more ads. I'm gonna go look at the analytics here in a few minutes to see what the difference is. I ran a lot of ads last night, but I was watching one guy, he said to run 30-second ads. Like, it doesn't hurt anyone. And he said, honestly, it might just push people to subscribe to you with their Prime subs. So. All right, I'm at work, so I need to go in and get a lot done. Thank you guys for kicking it with the content, man. What distracts you? Drop a comment below. And if you rock with it, hit the like. But we'll see you tomorrow.